Hello interwebs, 'tis I, Sebastian, not in Famous Faces and Funnies. Get your fun on, because I am in purgatory. And we're gonna try and do the special free comic book day review with the giant stack. Diamond was nice enough, they sent us everything coming out. It's gonna be quick reviews because we only have so much room, so much memory on the phone, and we still have to film the regular show. And we still have to film the regular show, and eventually it'd be nice if I pick my kid up from school. So, we're gonna do this, and remember, get to your local comic stores, go to Free Comic Book Day, get out there. If you're lucky enough to be in Florida, Famous Faces and Funnies doing Free Comic Book May. Every Saturday in May you get free comic books. You get 10 free comics, you spend at least $3 all 4 days, the first 4, because there's 5 Saturdays in May this year. So if you make the first 4, you get a free graphic novel on the 4th week. If you make all 4 and do the 5th and spend 3 nights, you get a free second graphic novel the 5th week. That's it. You can get up to 2 free graphic novels. Doesn't get any better than that. I also believe that some variation of Free Comic Book May is done by our friends over at A Comic Shop. I know Aaron Nayland does something, Free Comic Book May, probably very similar, but I don't want to speak for him because I don't know. I don't have his flyer. But yeah, if you're in Florida, you're lucky. If you're in anywhere else, you're still lucky. Get to a comic book store for some free comics. Boom. DC's Divergence was actually really good. I was nervous, I was skeptical, but this was, I'm liking the storyline that's gonna initially kick off. Vote is still out on motorcycle riding, 2000s Superboy looking Clark Kent Superman, but the initial story that's gonna kick off, which is a whole betrayal of trust that will eventually lead the exposed story, is really good. Also, the new Batman, while I still think the Pokemon-looking armor looks ridiculous, it just looks like a metal Pikachu. It's like Pikachu and Shockwave had a baby. Shockwave was the Transformer that turned into a laser gun? Was that Soundwave?
No, that was Shockwave.
Shockwave? Yeah, that's what it looks like to me. Shockwave and Pikachu had a baby. Wasn't consensual, it's a mess. Now it fights crime. But if you haven't seen I believe it was spoiled on some form of internet-y thing, so I'll give you a spoiler in 3, 2, 1. If it hasn't been spoiled for you, turn away and look away. The new Batman is Jim Gordon. I'm actually really cool with this, I like it. And then of course it's got the setup that picks up from where Justice League 40 leaves off, so that gives us the origin of this other Amazon, that's actually the name of the story, is the other Amazon. And that looks really good. So this, really, really good. Secret Wars #0 jumps around a bit more than anything else. There was some interesting stuff in it. Secret Wars should be fun, but, and this is good. This is good, it's free, it's good, it's not great. This was better, this is still good. All new, all different Avengers I was really looking forward to, and it disappointed me, even for free. And it's Mark Waid, I love Mark Waid, so yeah, I don't want to say anything bad about Mark Waid, and yet this just didn't grab me. Somehow it missed. It's got a whole bunch of my favorite characters. Look at this line. It's got, you know, the new Thor, because you can't, they tell you that she's Thor, so you're not supposed to call her the female Thor or she Thor, but then how do you differentiate her from Thor? So it's like
she's Lady Thor, period.
They trapped you on it. Don't use the adjective, but you need to, because you can't just call her Thor. So you got Thor, you got Vision, you got Captain America Falcon, you've got possibly Superior Tony, I don't know which Tony's in there, he doesn't really take his helmet off. You've got the new Nova, you've got Ms. Marvel, who's great, and in the ongoing 616, I guess now it's just Marvel 1 universe, whatever it's called, you've got Miles Morales, and he seems okay with that. But there's a lot of unanswered questions and just a lot of weird, it just didn't grab me the way it should have, I don't know. Savage Dragon Legacy #1, so good, so good. I love Savage Dragon anyway, but this was great. The backup stories were good. You get actual Savage Dragon and Malcolm Dragon having a little moment and catching up. You get the power of Fountainhead. Not since Ayn Rand has Fountainhead been scarier. But it's just so good. Check that out. Dark Circle Comics, good, but it's really just little sneak peeks at their actual. There's no new material in this. This is just a header for if you look at this, you'll like what's the material is to come. It's just actually taken from the ongoing series. I'm really looking forward to this new Shield. I love the Fox, and the new Black Hood has been great. So of course this was pretty damn good. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Everybody loves those Ninja Turtles. I really don't give a rat's about Ninja Turtles, but I really read this because it's free. And it answers the question, spoiler in 3, 2, 1. No, Donatello's not dead. Don't be silly. He's just really badly hurt. And I had no idea that they changed the origin, that apparently the Turtles and Splinter are reincarnated. He was once a samurai and they were his actual sons and they were all killed. And now, somewhere along the line, they became reincarnated as an actual rat, just a regular rat, and 4 regular turtles that happened to be hit with ooze that gave them powers and let them remember who the hell they were. Odd yet true.
Okay.
Fight Club #1, the Fight Club Freak Up. This is, it was really good. First off, let me say that. My students have been calling me Tyler lately because this picture is on the poster, the Free Comic Book Day poster hanging up in my classroom. And of course, my name is Sebastian, which he has crossed out, and it says Tyler on there because, he goes to all these meetings under his various aliases. So my students have taken to calling me Tyler, and they have no idea why. But yeah, the Fight Club book is going to be really, really good. The Goon story in here was great, and the Strain story wasn't as strong, but I like the Strain, so it was okay. So this is great, really good. Doctor Who, Todd is Doctor Who, Todd is Free Comic Book May, Doctor Who. It's got one story for each of the Doctors. In reverse order, we start with current Doctor, then go back to number 12, and then we go 12, 11, 10. So we kind of count down. All 3 stories were great. I really liked it. They're done well enough that not only does everybody look like the characters, but they act and talk like the characters to the point where I think a good adaptation of something is where a good adaptation of something is when you're reading it, you instinctivly hear it in their voices, and I did. It may as well, and it was great. Each story was a lot of fun, really good. Wonderland is really thin. It's so thin. There's like no ads. It's Grim Fairy Tales. If you like the Grim Fairy Tales, you like this. If you don't like it, check it out. You may very well like it. It's pretty good. SpongeBob, my daughter loved it. You have to understand, my daughter is 9 now, and she feels she's outgrown SpongeBob. But she read this, and she giggled when she thought I wasn't looking. Boom's Offering. This was good. Some of the stories in here were really, the first story right off the bat. Boom. It was as in-depth as I'll get. The Fiona and Cake story was really good. All of them were really good. I even read the Garfield one, and I can't stand Garfield. But the Labyrinth one was great because it has my all-time favorite character, the Hat. As in, it is so stimulating being your hat. It's just him and the old guy watching Siddimus and Ambrosius chase around a fiery's head. It was beautiful. Bongo Comics Free for All. Come on, it's The Simpsons. It's free. Duh. No brainer. Great stuff. IDW Transformers. Robots in Disguise. This is the cartoony Transformers. It was good, and I know nothing about the cartoony Transformers because I know almost nothing about the movie Transformers because I know almost nothing about the Transformers other than when I had Transformer toys, they hadn't started the cartoon yet. So I didn't care. They were just robot toys that turned into cool stuff.
Different continuity than the movies.
Ice, baby. ICE, Immigration and Customs Enforcement. This is from 12 Gauge. This was really good. Art-wise, gorgeous. So good that they've got me. That's you can't get a better review than that. They hit me with their free comic, and I want to read the rest of this storyline. So boom. There's also a backup in here. Some really gorgeous art from I don't know what that's from. From The Ride. Gorgeous stuff. Valiant 25th Anniversary Special is cool. It's another one that has little bits of excerpts from the actual book, so you can just kind of see what's going on. I don't think so much that it's new stuff. I could be wrong, but and then the back has like a little history of Valiant and some teasers for things coming on. All in all, good stuff. Bob's Burgers. If you don't know what Bob's Burgers is, check this out and then watch the damn show. If you do know, then I don't need to tell you this is worth. It's free. It's all worth. What the hell are you? Why am I reviewing it? JoJo's Bizarre Adventures. This was good. The JoJo's Bizarre Adventure half, the Yu-Gi-Oh half is a typical Yu-Gi-Oh. It's a long story length ad for Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Jurassic Strike Force 5. I've reviewed these before. Nothing has changed. Cleopatra in Space, graphics. This was good. A young Cleopatra gets summoned to space where turns out she's in the future. There's a Egyptian-based society in the future that has been waiting for Cleopatra. It was prophesied that she would come back to them in the future and save them. But they get her when she's like 10, and they were expecting, Cleopatra. Also, there's talking sentient cats because Egypt.
Of course.
Help the CBLDF. This was so good. There's a great Kevin Keller story in here. There's a wonderful Tale of the Olympians. George O'Connor does The Ears of King Midas. Super well done. All the stories in here are good. Oh, you get Beanworld for a page, and what's not to love about Beanworld? And the Green Turtle story was really good. And the rabbits are funny because the rabbits, they'll be back later, the rabbits. Terrible Lizard, I reviewed this book already. This is just, boom. This is issue number 1 for Terrible Lizard, which is Cullen Bunn's 5011th Oni series. This one features a girl and her T-Rex. Because yes! Bodhi Troll has Bodhi Troll, which was really good. Bodhi Troll art is just so gorgeous. And it's just like animation come to life. And it really should be. I love Bodhi Troll. Such a great look. And then there's Drone, which was better than I expected Drone to be. So who knew? Rabbids, Bella really wants this one already from me. Bella loves the Rabbids. She used to watch them in the morning. It does have some other stuff in here. There's like Garfield and some weird aardvarky looking thing called Ariel. But the Rabbids part were her favorite. Comics Festival. Is this the one that was full of? Yeah, this one is cool. There's like a bunch of different things. The Death of Kevin was by far my favorite, by Faith Erin Hicks. The Death of Kevin is this superhero brother and sister, and Kevin fakes his death and wants to do the reborn thing weeks later, but he can't hold it. He comes back, and she's like, "No, this is stupid. You can't do this." So he comes back and tells him, "I'm sorry, I couldn't wait. I'm not really dead. Sorry about the whole thing." So he goes from beloved to the whole, he's a jerk because he messed with them. And it was pretty funny. Worlds of Aspen. Good. Best part of the Worlds of Aspen is look at that. The poster features Critter because Big Dog Inc. has joined the Aspen fold, so I'm looking forward to their stuff from there. So look, there she is with all the ladies. Which means when they reprint the stuff, my Cat 5 character is going to end up cameoing in Aspen Comics. So as long as I have nothing to do with my books, they make the big time. As long as I have nothing to do with my characters, they're often good. These stories were good, but I really had hoped there would be more other than just constant pictures of this alien. I really hoped he would be there. He's from Zoo Hunter, and I'm still waiting on the issues for that. That's really behind, so hook me up, Aspen. Kieran Gillen's Mercury Heat from Avatar was good. I don't always like Kieran Gillen, and this fell into that. It's okay. It's okay. Stuff of Legend is always great, so read the Stuff of Legend. Motorcycle Samurai. This was really fun. I liked this. It's very quirky, cool, indie, cartoony, and what's not to love? And Then Emily Was Gone is great. This is written by John Lees. The series from Comics Tribe has been doing really well, and this is a beautiful little snippet of that. And then we've got a backup story of the Oxymoron, starring in Counterclockwise. Oxymoron is like their ultimate Joker, and Rorschach had like an asshole son who became the greatest supervillain in their little world. And it deals with time travel and a very pissed off the last of the Chronal Fairies who can control time. So, good stuff all around. Captain Canuck was good. The old Captain Canuck stuff in the back is better. I've already ordered the new Captain Canuck series, but I love the old Captain Canuck. I think I'm going to get the trade because Captain Canuck. So check out Captain Canuck #0. And they really just brought Captain Canuck into today. So good times, good times. Avatar: The Last Airbender, along with Plants vs. Zombies, and Bandette. Bandette was my favorite story in here. She's this thief girl called Bandette. See what they did there? Very clever. But I love that story. It was so good. Check that out. Super Mutant Magic Academy. This one I liked, not just because the story and art were cute and really well done, but also just because this paper, it feels like a real, like a comic. Made me happy. Teen Titans Go. You love it or you hate it. And this was great. Scooby-Doo team up. This featured part of the Scooby-Doo team up where the gang teams up with the Super Friends. The book has been fun, and this is a good hint at that. It's written by Shelley Fisher. I love Shelley Fisher. I loved his backup stories on Action Comics. I don't know why this is all they've got Shelley Fisher doing. Shelley Fisher should be on a regular Superman book. Fix that, DC. Sonic the Hedgehog was okay, but Nelson Ortega didn't draw it. Mega Man is Mega Man. You probably are part of that whole cult of Mega Man fans that loves Mega Man, even though I don't give a crap about Mega Man. Pokemon, gotta catch 'em all. Free Pokemon. Who knew they could even do such a thing? Because Pokemon is a giant money-making gimmick. But this one's free. It's like an oxymoron. It may, yeah, it's probably gonna explode. My first taste of Attack on Titan. Meh. Really short little taste, so it's probably more that it's just meh. But also, I don't really care about the whole concept. There are a bunch of stories in here. There was Attack on Titan. Tell me all the ones. Attack on Titan was meh. Noragami was pretty good. Your Life in April was pretty good, and the Vinland Saga was pretty good. There's also something else in here. It's where there's one that they didn't kind of advertise. Yeah, Inuyashiki, not Inuyasha, Inuyashiki, which is Ichiro Inuyashiki is an old man. His ungrateful family ignores him, and strangers are disgusted by him. Then, just after learning he has terminal cancer, a blinding light in the sky strikes the earth where Ichiro stands. He wakes up to find himself unscathed, but soon starts to notice that something's different. Maybe this is a chance to be a man worthy of respect, unless that is someone else out there is experiencing these same changes. It's described as a science fiction superhero story you've never seen, and that was really good and has me intrigued. And did some gorgeous art, so good stuff. Gronk and the Hero Cats. Gronk was great. Hero Cats is good. Action Lab is always worth checking out. Neil Gaiman's Lady Justice is good. The art is good. Nothing gets better than the Dan Brereton cover. Don't be fooled though. It's Neil Gaiman's Lady Justice, as in it's his character. He's not writing. It's who wrote this? C.J. Henderson wrote it. Michael Netzer penciled it. Good. Goldilocks, Steampunk Goldilocks from Antarctic Press. Surprised me. I expected to just kind of blow through this one. It was really good. The art is very gorgeous. Kind of anime but stylized. I mean, very anime but stylized. So I just, it has a certain, you'll see when you look at it, it's good. The Tick cracked me up the whole way through. It's the Tick, you know that. Hatter M is weird. Chakra the Invincible was actually really good. It's a Stan Lee concept, but that's as far as Stan Lee went, was the concept. Other people This is written by Ashwin Pandey and Dean Trippett, and art by, where does it say art by? It says coloring by, it doesn't say art by, so maybe they did the art too, and they just listed as whatever. March Grand Prix, it is March hair, and it's like a Grand Prix. This is cute, I liked it, my daughter liked it, it's good. Legendary Comics. Confused me, because Legendary did a Godzilla book, but IDW has the Godzilla rights, so that was there's some good stuff, and a bunch of little snippets of things. Really, literally, this is a trailer. It's a list of teasers for everything that they're putting out. Cool looking stuff in there. Tales of Honor was really good, but then I like the Honor books. So, also the art is by Linda Sajic, and I just have to say that if a comic book has painted art by somebody with an unnecessary J in their last name, it's going to be gorgeous. Because all of those artists who have that J in there just to make me trip over saying their last name produce the most gorgeous stuff, and Linda is no exception. Street Fighter. It's Capcom Street Fighter, which means it's got overly muscled, super violent guys and women in outfits that randomly have spots to just reveal flesh that no outfit needs. I guess I've gotten too old for Street Fighter because parts of this just made me uncomfortable to look at. Who knew? Everybody yelling at Spider-Woman covers and Frank Cho making fun of Spider-Woman covers. Street Fighter's just going, we're going to open up unnecessary boob windows, crotch windows, and whatever. Nobody noticed. Comic book marketplace, this is really more info than anything else. Informative, good read, but, be warned, not a comic. Hip-hop family tree, 3-in-1. Some good stuff in here, including, oddly, something you wouldn't expect to be in a hip-hop family tree, the secret origin of Rob Liefeld, which is odd. Drawn by Rob Liefeld, and I think it's like by Rob Liefeld and Spike Lee. The oddest part was the coloring. Rob Liefeld, I can't even find it now. Maybe I hallucinated the whole thing. It's always possible, but I don't know why. But Rob Liefeld is a little less chalky white in this. Yeah, see, this is Rob Liefeld, and yeah, they talk about his, whatever, and it's all just this giant interview that ends with "button your fly," and non-existent ankles and feet. The Phantom. This collects old school Phantom stories. Gorgeous, beautiful to look at. Great vintage Phantom stuff. Look at that inside cover. Oh. All right, and there's it. There's all your stuff. Make sure you go to your local stores and get all that stuff.